Hey everyone, it's Veronica, and in this quick video I wanted to show you how I created some of the graphic assets for the CSI interaction. So first of all, this is the background image that's used primarily in the interaction, and as you can see it's very simple, just gritty kind of concrete ground and some brick walls. So I'm just going to make that a bit smaller so you can see. That was actually the size of the slide, but if I hide all of these elements you can see the slide is there. And what I've done with these is I've brought in these images that I had. They're just texture images. So this one has just been brought in as is, and it's just the back and it lays flat there. But these ones are on the sides. They're the same image. However, what I've done is I've used the 3D rotation tools. So if you have a look here at the presets, I'm in PowerPoint 2016, but previous versions have this also. So if you have a look at this one, the flat one, it just says no rotation. That's fine. But these ones here, I've chosen a preset that just basically angles that image and makes it look like the side wall. And the same for this one, but just the other side. And if that angle isn't quite right for you, you can always just play around here by reducing or making those bigger, just depending on what you want. So that's how I've got the walls. And basically for the ground I've done the same thing, and I've chosen a different preset, this one down there, so it looks like a floor. And then all I'm going to do is select all of these, right click and save as picture, and that's going to save it as a PNG, and you can just insert that straight into your storyline file and that can become the background. And in my case I put that in the master slide. The next thing I'd like to show you is my blood spatter. So this is an image that I actually got from Pixabay. It's a free image and you can see it's got a transparent background there. So this was my main blood spatter, and what I did, I wanted to bring that onto my knife. So you can see that I've got a few different bits there that I've made them fit my knife, and you can do that very simply by using your merge shapes tool. So I'm not going to do the whole thing here, but just to show you, this is easy because the knife is pretty straight. But let's say I want to go on an angle there. Firstly, I would crop it a little bit there, and then I would probably, if I wanted to do this real quick, I'd probably just insert a shape. I'm going to do a freeform, and I just go along the edge there, create my shape, and then I select my knife first, select this one next, and then do a subtract, and there you go, it's going to fit that shape. So that's how you can do that one. And of course you can apply excuse me, that blood spatter to anything else. This one here is just my Ziploc bag. It's very simple. So I've created this sticker, which is just a rectangle shape with some blood on it. And the bag itself is basically just a bunch of shapes. So these are all lines that have been grouped there. The red ones there are lines as well. The only thing that I'll mention about this one is, so that's a transparent square shape, but see how it's a little bit angled there to make it look a little bit more natural, like a plastic bag doesn't really stay square. So I wanted to make it a little bit more realistic, and what I did with that is I used my edit shape, my edit points tool, and you can see that these points there, I've just moved them around a little bit just to make that bag look a little bit more realistic with its shape. So you can just play with it and make it any shape that you want. And then the same thing, I've just selected everything there. And just right click and save as picture, and you can use it in Storyline. And of course that's transparent, so you can put your knife behind it and it'll be see-through. This one is the index card, and this is exactly the same as the Ziploc bag. It's just a bunch of shapes that have been grouped together. So all of these are individual shapes, and all you really need to do is look at an actual index card and then just copy the colors and make it. So I won't say more about that. That's pretty easy. I've done, as you can see, the same with the blood spatters here for the pieces of paper. The next one I want to show you is, so I found online, I'm just going to bring it in from here. This is a Google search, and of course one of the images when I type in, CSI badge is a badge from the actual TV show. So I can't use that one, but I wanted to copy that. So I just copied the image to do my work, and then I created my own badge. So again, you can see that this is just a whole lot of shapes. This one is actually an image because it was pretty easy to find a barcode image, and that's just again a free image that I found on Pixabay for my investigator. And that's kind of it. This is a little table text, and I created the star badge thing, which I copied from that. It's just a little bit more simple, and I did the same for the female one, so that was pretty easy too. Finally, the last one that I wanted to show you was I've got that body on the ground, and again I'm going to show you my Google search drive, and I came up with images like this one, so I thought I couldn't find any images that I could use, and I thought I could just draw that. So again, I'm going to go. Now this isn't the one that I actually used. It might have taken me a few goes to do it, but I'll just give it a try. So I used my freeform tool, and I'm just going to draw a head there. I'm going to go this way and make an arm, and then body and another leg. Usually they've got the legs like that a bit, and another arm, and you get the idea. So you can play around with that a little bit. I'm just going to change the outline to a white. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker, and I'll say no fill. And there you go, that's my body shape. Again, if you want to tinker with that, you can use your edit shapes, although when you use the freeform tool, see what happens. You get what looks like millions of points that you can edit. So you might want to either play with that if you just have a small adjustment to make, or you might just want to have another go, do a few practice rounds. And that's pretty much it. That's how I created some of those graphics in the CSI interaction. Any questions, just pop them in the forum. Thanks, guys.